Okay, we're going to talk about the driver's seat and all the controls that are here. So there is a little switch, by the way. You don't have to drive like this. I had a friend do that accidentally, but so anyway, this is where the cruise control is. You can press the button right here to turn it on. When you're driving, you could add, which is what the A is, or if you had braked and are slow, you can hit this button again and it'll start resuming and going back to that speed that you have previously set. Obviously, when the coach has been turned off, everything is reset, so it doesn't remember what that speed was. You have to reset it again. So here's, twist this to or push this for the mist. This is to operate the speed of the wipers. I usually, when I'm driving, I just leave it in drive. When I'm going down a hill, I will shift it down. Now, 1 is maybe if I'm going around 20, and I'll shift it all the way down to 1. But it definitely helps in trying to slow down. Give yourself plenty of room when stopping. Obviously, you're a bigger vehicle, and you want to give yourself plenty of room. So it's not the same as a smaller vehicle. You want to give yourself more room. This is, Carrie mentioned the 2 coach, and chassis batteries connecting. This is actually what that does. It doesn't necessarily charge each other, but they're able to jump each other. So you can press this if for some reason the battery is dead. To start the vehicle, you can press and hold this button and it will basically give yourself a jump start. So that's pretty slick. This vehicle has some fans, so that's where that switch is, just to turn these fans on up here. Sorry, while we're down here, this is the brake. Whenever I'm parked, I like to have this brake pushed in and then just pull that when you want to start moving again. So that's where the brake pedal is. Your park lights are right here, so you can press them. Well, I guess if you want just that, you can press just the yellow lights on, or both the headlights on are now too. So this will adjust your dimmer on your dash. This is where you start the generator. So you're just gonna kind of press and hold it. You might want to press and hold it a little longer. There we go. It started. This thing will start ticking away. So pretty easy to start. You'll see that that's illuminated. The only reason, again, why you're going to be starting that is just to run the air conditioning unit. I actually
or the microwave, but other than that, you don't need it to like charge your phones or run your laptop.
This has an auxiliary battery. You can charge your phone right here. You can even plug in something to charge it. That's only a 300 watt thing, and this one's tied to actually the coach, so only be using this like if you're driving and you want to be charging stuff like that. So there is actually a charging USB thing right there as well. And maybe just a couple things about the radio. This radio isn't like super intuitive, but this is where here, volume obviously, and then this, if you press and hold this button, it will scan through and find other radio stations. You can set them pretty easily by just pressing and holding a button. If you see down in here, there's a little AF and a little thing right there. That's what this AF thing, and I don't like having AF on, which means automatic frequency. What that means is like as soon as like the station is bad, it's going to automatically switch to another station. Anyway, that's kind of annoying, especially when you're driving. All of a sudden it'll like switch on you, and I don't know, I don't like that. So that's what that AF meant. So anyway, that's just a couple of things. Also, to put in a CD, you're going to release it, and this is where you load the CD players.
Wait, how did you release it?
Just push this button right there. Okay, this is where the vent and AC stuff is, and you could, select your different options. Right, straight up is off. So if you just want to vent or air condition, it's pretty good, obviously, to keep the front passengers pretty comfortable, but you don't really want to be running the generator and the AC unit while you're driving because, well, it's just a kind of waste of gas. It should be sufficient.
But you can, if you've got kids or need to be comfortable.
Oh, I wanted to talk about the windshield. It's a big windshield and it's awesome. If your windshield is clean and without cracks, driving in this is a beauty. However, if you do get a crack in your windshield, or a chip, I should say, please get that taken care of immediately if possible, because that crack will, or that chip will probably turn into a crack, and you don't want to replace the windshield. I had to replace it, and it was $768. So they're very expensive windshields. So if you get a chip, get it repaired quickly. Also, about the mirrors, unfortunately, these are hand adjust mirrors. They're not electric, so you're going to be kind of reaching out here and just kind of adjusting it. That makes sense. What I like to see is maybe an inch of the vehicle on this side. This is to see my blind spot area. So anyway, and then you'll want to have somebody on the passenger side in order to adjust that mirror. So
but you never want to, you never want to back up without someone behind you that you can see in your mirrors, just making sure that you're not having any troubles.
Yeah, have a spotter in the back, open the windows so you can hear them if they need to yell for you to stop, or you're doing something wrong or whatever. So
it's an easy thing to do and could save you a whole lot of trouble.